Everybody, I wanted to do an updated review, like a field review on the Garmin InReach Explorer Plus. This is the device that I used all week in Colorado. We've been out here for 6 days. There's no cell phone service for Verizon or AT&T, but our friend had Cricket Wireless all week, so it was pretty good reception for that. I don't know what the deal was with that, but so I just want to touch on a couple important things and something super important that really kind of screwed me over this week. So we typically have onX with us on an iPhone or whatever device you're using there, and with the internal GPS on the iPhone or whatever device, it does a good job as long as you have the battery life. And that's something, I've got an older iPhone and I would have to charge it daily. So part of the reason I picked this up was because I knew it'd have a better battery, because my iPhone's basically dying off. And I will say the battery did really well. I think that you could have to charge this maybe one time. I made it 2 or 3 days, and then I would charge it at like 50%. And I tracked a couple times with the tracking feature on here. Logged points all day long. A couple times, I'm talking like 12-13 hour trip, and it did a really good job as far as that's concerned. The battery, it didn't really kill the battery on that. I thought that would be something, like when you use onX really kills your battery when you're tracking. But anyways, the most important thing that I'm going to get to here that I want to talk about are the map and the messages. So I checked my device before I left, and I was able to see the map with the topos. And I was going to use this to navigate, find easier routes back to camp, or drop waypoints for future hunts, just your typical stuff that you would use it for. Well, I want to show you what happens whenever I click on the map. And this has happened since day one. Like I said, I checked it before I left. It worked fine. So I'm going to go ahead and select on map. Boom. I mean, that right there, I have not figured out how to fix it. I would say it's a firmware, software. It's something that I need to update maybe, but that's not, this is not a reason. You can't have this happen. You can't come out to your trip, test it beforehand, come out here, and then you have to have a computer to even update this thing. So with that being said, I don't recommend this device. Like, it's just, it
turns off.
To be honest with you, yeah,
it turns off.
To be honest with you, it pisses me off too, because this, not having this at some point with a map, you get out here in the dark. If you're somebody that's been out here, you know how scary it can be. And if you don't have the map to where your camp's at, you can get turned around super easy. And my phone was dead. I didn't have a way to charge it. So, I would have been SOL if it wasn't for being with Jordan or Tyler and them having their onX, working. But so from that perspective, that keeps me away from this device. I'm not going to buy another Garmin. I'm going to check in with them and see if I can't get a full refund on it. We already talked about what they're going to say. It's going to be something about, well, did you check your device? Was it working before? This and that. And, I just had my fair share with it, because that's the reason you pay $400, is to keep yourself safe. And I will say, so with the tracking, my family back home was able to watch me track like my routes, and they could tell where I was at because I'd check in with them through the messages. And so my location was known from the outside. So I don't think it would have been an issue to hit the SOS button. I'm not going to try that because that's expensive. But I don't think that would have been a problem as far as getting a search and rescue team out. Say I broke my leg, getting somebody out here. I think they would have been able to locate me, but I'm still not 100% positive. So the messages, though, they did really well. Like, we've texted several people, including the outfitter who's picking us up, and we've been inside that tent, and right now you can see the cloudiness of the sky. GPS typically doesn't do as well. It kind of bounces around with accuracy whenever you have cloudy skies, but this has worked really well as far as getting signal. It's just, the whole fact of the map not working. And I'll go ahead and show you the compass. It's done pretty well too. So you could find your way back to camp. It's just, what's the point of paying $400 for this thing if you can't use the map? You know what I'm saying? But if anybody has a quick fix to this, I'd like to get this figured out. And for anybody else that's looking for a GPS to take out in the field, I don't trust Garmin. I mean, that's just this week has this week's kind of screwed me over with them. So if you can bring a charger, keep your phone charged. I think OnX is the way to go. Download that offline map, and I mean, we were able to locate the camp, drop pins, and relocate pins, and we're in the same spot. So the accuracy of it was pretty good. But I guess that's going to wrap it up for this video. Be sure to like this video. It helps us, you know, get more views and get this out here. That way nobody gets hurt out here. So till next time. Where am I at? Oh, piece of shit.